So look at this, for the final round of the season, we will be getting a minor upgrade on the front downforce, so that's going to come really a brilliant time for the championship. This is going to give us a bit more downforce at the front of the car, so we'll be able to go through those high speed corners a lot quicker, so that's going to be useful, especially around Bahrain, not Bahrain, Abu Dhabi. So let's get into this. So the engineer hyping us up for this finale then. Not that it needs hyping up any more, because we're here on the grid, you can see, in third place. We just got nudged off the front row by Vettel. We did actually get a kick of oversteer at the final corner, which ultimately cost us half a tenth, which was the difference between us and Vettel's lap time. So let's take a look at the strategy. You can see we're going to be pitting on lap number 5. Depending on the situation, I'll undercut. If we're struggling and need to catch up, I'll undercut. If we're doing okay, I'll pit as usual. So let's get to the race. So just waiting for the lights to go green. We got Bottas directly behind us. So, oh, the lights went green sooner than I thought. We did okay. Bottas had a horrible start there. And this setup feels lovely. I mean, I feel like we got so much grip at the front end, and that's probably because we've had that new front wing fitted to the car, the aero upgrade, which I mentioned at the start of the video. But pretty scruffy first lap. Well, not first lap, first sector to the lap. I mean, it's not been the best, but luckily Bottas has fallen behind. But we do have Vettel and Hamilton ahead of us, so we can now settle down into a rhythm, because this is the finale of the season and we're on track to win the World Drivers' Championship if we can beat Bottas. I mean, we are just 4 points ahead of him, but then on top of that we do have the Constructors' battle to contend with, and Ricciardo, I can't see where he is on track. I mean, Bottas is behind Hulkenberg, so he's going to be back there somewhere, and we are 4 points ahead, so I need to really get a move on, but I'm not going to risk the Constructors for the Drivers' Championship. I mean, what's going on here? We got, oh god, we got Kimi there pushing us out wide. Oh, and we got Hulkenberg coming at us, and now we're in the jaws of Bottas in the Mercedes. Oh, I'm not having any of this. Lock up there, very deep. Take back our line. Oh god. So we've lost out to Kimi there. Very aggressive, but fair at the end of the day, and Alonso is right on the back of them now. McLaren's doing well towards the end of the season. Right, so Hamilton 141.3. What have we done? A 146 flat, and we have been in a bit of a ding-dong battle with Kimi Räikkönen. But let's see if we close down the gap now then. Oh, we've gone so deep into there, and Bottas has got us. Can't let the pressure of the championship get to us. This is the final race, and our rival is 1 place ahead of us, and he's right there. Use the rich mix. Need the DRS, to be honest. See if we can stick it in with him. No point using rich here, we're not going to catch up. But we need to get our head down, make sure we can stick behind him until we get the DRS. Right, crossing the line, we're still with Bottas then. Here is DRS then. Got it in rich mix as well, so if we can just stick with him, we're not going to overcut the braking this time round. No more mistakes in this race. We can't afford to lose the championship. I mean, I think Constructors is going to be a bit out the window here. We go purple through the first sector. The rear's going on us again, just trying to go on us there. We're just too quick for that sector. Right, rich mix. DRS is going to open any minute now. We should get DRS for the next zone as well. Hopefully, where's he going to go? We're going to go down the inside. Oh, he moves and squeezes us to the middle. Bottas is going to get DRS now. Use the rich mix to help us along. And Raikkonen's on a bit of a charge. He's catching up to Vettel. He's coming around the final corner then. Hamilton, he's going for an early pit stop. He's undercutting. We set the fastest lap of the race though, so we've found some pace now, but Hamilton has gone for the undercut. So maybe he's struggling with tyre wear, or maybe he's going for a two-stopper. I can't see why he'd go for a two-stopper though, but let's keep on pushing. So here we are then, we're going to come in the pits on this lap. We have to just wait and see where Hamilton is, because obviously he's gone for that massive undercut. and the Ferraris are still staying out. So they're going for a bit of an overcut. Maybe Hamilton is going for the 2-stop, but I'm coming in on lap number 5, our scheduled pit stop. We're going to put on some super soft tyres, which should take us to the end of the race. No mistakes from the pit crew. And that's one thing I like to see in the next F1 game, actually, is for loose wheels to be a thing. And it put us out of the race through no fault of our own. But Hamilton's just ahead of us. He's on the ultra soft. He's gone for the 2-stop strategy. Right, so here we are then. We've caught up to the back of Ocon. Hopefully he comes in the pits. He doesn't, so I'm going to dive one up the inside of him around the final corner. I'm going to lose time because of that. Oh, get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. Our teammates in the pits. We're going to be forced on the outside. You got to give me some room, bro. We go around the outside. He backed out of it in the end. So Hamilton's ahead on the ultra soft tyres, so he's gone for the 2-stop strategy. And that's why he's been putting in some immense lap times. That's why we've been pushing to hell, really. He's been pushing so hard on, well, in his Mercedes, and pushing that car to the limit. Obviously, it's his last race of the season, so he doesn't need to care about the engine. We're doing okay for fuel. Tyres looking fine. Engine's looking fine. No reliability problems. This Red Bull has been a solid car all season, and hopefully it can bring us to a Drivers' Championship and maybe even the Constructors' Championship. I mean, we struggled towards the middle of the season where we went through a phase of not getting many wins at all, but we saved up our development points, put it in the engine, really upgraded that Renault engine we've got, oh sorry, the Tag Heuer engine we got, so that's been good for us. And then a bit of aero towards the end of the season, and it's put us into a race-winning car and clearly a championship-winning car. We've had a lot of luck with reliability. Mercedes had a lot of issues with reliability towards the mid-season, and so did Ferrari. Ferrari have completely dropped off the performance. They've completely dropped off the radar, really. They're doing well here, but the last few rounds they haven't really done very well. So we've had a quite lucky season in terms of results and other people's misfortunes, but overall a solid season. My voice just went then. Solid season. You can see if you look at the results, we've got loads of podiums, and that's how you win championships with consistency. So we've only got Hamilton ahead of us. We've jumped both Ferraris in the pit stop stages, so that's been good then for us, and I expect Hamilton to pit again. Not sure when, because he's been on the ultra softs already and he's put another set of ultra softs on, so maybe we can take the win at the end of this season. But Kimi is behind us, and I expect him to push, and he was quick to catch up to the back of Vettel, so let's see what happens. There we go, Hamilton comes in the pits again. God knows why he went for the 2-star strategy. Mercedes should sack him for that one. But it puts us in the lead of this race, and you can hear the crowd going. We could be on for a championship position, although I've just seen at the top left, Bottas is in 3rd place, and he's behind Kimi Räikkönen. So if I let off the gas at all, make any mistakes as we go a bit deep there, if I make any major mistakes, and we've made a few mistakes this race already, it could put them in contention. But I'm just going to push, but not over the limit, because we need to bring back the World Drivers' Championship, and hopefully the Constructors as well. It's going to be a close one, but as long as I finish ahead of Bottas, we should be okay for the Drivers' Championship. But Constructors, it's all going to depend on Ricciardo, because I've no idea where he is right now. Maybe if we pull up this thing here, it might tell us. P6, so that's okay. He's not terrible, but I want him to do better. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens then over the course of the next few laps. It's all going to unfold here at Abu Dhabi. Wow, we've really pushed on that lap, and we've set a new fastest lap of the race. We didn't go purple in the first 2 sectors. We were down on our personal best, which was the fastest lap of the race. We were down by about half a tenth for each sector, and then we pulled it in the final sector there. Now we're 10th down in the first one, but let's keep on pushing. So coming across the line again, we're just a 10th down on our fastest lap of the race. We're putting in some monster lap times right now. Very consistent here at leading this race, which is good for us. We've got the 2 Finns behind us, but consistency right now is on point. Final corner then, can we go purple? We went purple in the middle. Oh, we can't go purple that last sector, because we went a 10th purple in the middle sector, but the final sector we just lost out by, well, 3/10 it would have been, because overall it's 2/10 down. So very consistent through the first sector, but the tyres are starting to go. I can feel the grip going. You can see there, 20% worn. So middle sector will start, well, last sector will start losing time, but we are really pulling out on the field, and you can see Ricciardo's made his way up into 4th place. So this is looking really good for Red Bull. We've only got this lap and the next one to go, so Christian Horner will be loving this race. So here we are then, the final lap of the season. We should be on target to bring back the Drivers' Championship and the Constructors. Messed that up a little bit. Was a bit unsettled through there, and there's no overtaking for some reason. What's gone on here? Someone has gone off. Kimi Räikkönen is out of the race on the final lap. What is that about? Bottas is now in 2nd place, which is going to gift Mercedes some more points for the Constructors, but luckily I can see Ricciardo in 3rd place, so this should be wrapped up for us, because I think Hamilton messed up. He could have easily won this race, but he pitted twice. I mean, I pitted the lap after him, and now look at my tyres. Perfectly fine, so we could have done it. But just thought I'd ride on board for the finale of this season. So let me know who you want to be in the next season. I've kind of got an idea of what I'm going to do for the next season. We'll sort of mix it up, make it a bit more interesting, you know. I'm just trying to always improve on this series, and I've got a few ideas to make it a bit more, well, just to improve it just a little bit. I'm going to bring back, I think, qualifying. Maybe I'm thinking about showing a full qualifying format, or maybe just the 20-minute session. Let me know what you want me to do for the next season. But I've got a few ideas. Hopefully get more replay cameras in. But there we go, we win the race. We've won, what's that, 5 races this season, and we won 5 in the last season, which means we should be World Drivers' Championship. We have it. We are the champion. But failed donuts as well, so we managed to defend our title, back-to-back championship. Obviously last season McLaren Renault, and this season Red Bull. So let's see who we can do it with next season. But for now, Red Bull will be loving this. Look at this, what a celebration. You can see Adrian Newey up there. So where did Hamilton end up in the end? He ended up in 10th place, so Mercedes will not be happy with that. I mean, if we look at this, let's see if we've won the Constructors. There's the championship, and there we go, 25 points ahead. How do we manage to do that? At the start of the season, I never managed to win the championship, especially the Constructors, but there we have it. That is that. So if you did enjoy the season, remember to give it a like and share it around, and make sure you do follow me on Instagram and Twitter for updates regarding this season. So we will see you in the next one.